Ketata kita. Ketata kita. Ketata kita. Ketata kita.
Good evening. Welcome to the second Saturday Night Live with Virtual Bharat. It was an impromptu decision that last weekend we said we will start a conversation about stories and films that we make with our audiences, and excited to meet a lot of people. And because we make stories from different places, it was important to know what happened there and what kind of unique things we faced. So meeting a cinematographer, a composer and a yoga practitioner from California was also, very interesting to get some new insights. But I have somebody very special today. And I have to confess that we have had a very long-standing relationship, friendship, and there's no surprise. Actually, he's a very genuine well-wisher of anything unique and out-of-the-box ideas. And he has been a great supporter, and we do jam a lot and discuss anything that, out-of-the-box ideas, creatives that we explore. So let me bring along my friend. I'm in Mumbai, and now let's get from our own or my own Rahman from Chennai. Hi AR.
Hi buddy.
Good to see you. How is it in Chennai?
Chennai the same, lockdown.
And நீங்களே ஒரு உலகம் சுற்றும் வாலிபன். Okay, I'm emphasizing this வாலிபன். And how did you manage this lockdown so far?
I'm finishing the Dil Bechara. I was finishing the Cobra single, Tumbi Tullallo. Then did a couple of songs, spent time with the kids, sleeping, eating.
Wow. So in a way you're discovering yourself a little more now.
No, it's like a voluntary retirement, temporary.
Rahman, you and retirement, those words don't go together at all. Okay.
True.
And I think that's just a word.
No, not just for me, for all of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Whole world.
But having said that, no, when you come to a situation like this and when we are like really pushed to a corner, we start thinking out of the box.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about very quickly. I did, come and over the last 3 years keep sharing with you again this out of the box idea of doing a lot of short films, compelling stories from all across.
Amazing work. When I looked at those, only you can do all this. You're crazy enough and passionate enough to do that. And I've posted some of the links in my Instagram, and you keep doing this. I don't know how you get that energy, and you are an inspiration.
No, but Rahman, just tell me, why is it important to make these, because they don't fit into mainstream stories, but they still are ideas that can be creatively made into films, and especially a lot of new talents can do some amazing soundtrack too. Can you just tell me the importance of these stories and this format? You're
asking basically what you should say that I should say.
No, I tell you one thing. You are constantly in search of many ideas, right? Why would you go and do a kind of a virtual reality film? It's just that it was some new creative opening for you. So you went in and
I think
engaged with
India,
that.
Yeah. Basically in India, I think we worked together from 89, 88. We've been working together. And the thing about both of us are finding an expression of Indianness, at the same time finding a way to give Indian stories to the world, right? And whether it's Matuje Salam or Janaganamana, you had like, this is India, I want the world to see India like this. And so as a team, what we were doing is trying to do that. You in visuals, and when you combined my work with your stuff, it was always both together trying to express that. And you see very, very small countries portraying their culture beautifully. You know, they have a art center, they have, this is what a culture is, and ours is like what, 4,000, 5,000 year old culture. And we need filmmakers like you, we need teams like us to show the world what India really is. Not just about poverty and this, it's the beauty of everything put together, coexisting. And you know, I think in a way, when you say, you know, for those who believe in God like us, we feel like God has created us for a special reason, and there's a beauty even seeing all the cultures of the world together and see how different we are, but how united we are in certain commonalities or universality, like emotions or empathy and love, hope, discovery and science, and trying to reach a level of excellence, constantly in discovering what other ways are there to make lives of other people, you know, better, representing all of us together. So these movies and the things which you are telling about different states, different cultures, different villages, different traditions, are the stories of India. And then you've done that and put all your expertise and knowledge you've gained so far, culminating all that and giving the world the way they should see India. So, congrats.
No, but that's thank you, Rahman. You know, you've been a constant encouragement whenever we do something out of the box, okay? And you also try to push and say, you know what, try something different, re-edit it, or try to do a new soundtrack. It's just that it's an opportunity, and what I'm trying to reach out through this conversation is to inspire young people to say, hey, come and join these short film ideas, you know, and also from the music point of view, how to find some original sound which is there in our folk and many sounds across various states. How do we bring it into mainstream and share it with a wider world?
I was speaking to, when I was to Busan Festival for the premiere of my movie 99 Songs, I met Mohsin Makhmalbaf, the Iranian director. So he said he mixed a lot of movies in our Prasad studio, you know, in Saligramam.
Yeah.
And he said, you guys are sitting in AC in the studio. And he was telling the filmmakers, he said, you should go out. Just outside the wall of that studio is a story which you need to tell.
Absolutely.
Not inside, not go to Switzerland and London and all these places, but outside your studio. And so it was interesting how the perspective of a world-class filmmaker from another country sees our country. And for them, they don't, I think we take offense when people show some of the lives of our people, like living in bad situations, but they see it as human level, life-changing art which could change somebody's way of living, or which could improve and get notified. The right people see all that. There is a urge to refine, the urge to push up the game and make a difference. So filmmakers are the messengers of a country. They would be the ambassadors, and artists and filmmakers and musicians. They are, because anything else is, of course, we have great doctors and other great professionals, but filmmakers are the guilty pleasures in a way. Where, and they do it well. If they find the right ingredient in it, it becomes a viral, it becomes something extraordinary.
No, obviously we are in a, I think you said something very beautiful, because we always look at films coming from Iran and or an Eastern European country like Serbia,
Lost in it.
and look at that and how they, through either Cannes or Oscar, their movies make it up to that place and they reach such an enormous audience. And so we have an opportunity.
Repeat, buddy. I lost you
Okay.
completely.
Okay. No, I said the great films that we both really love, whether it's Iranian films or some Serbian films or Eastern European films, and how they make it to a wider audience through either a platform of Cannes Film Festival or an Oscar nomination or winning an Oscar. And suddenly one quaint little story from a remote village of Iran is seen by the whole world. And in India we have in plenty. It's just that we are not making that journey. As you said, we don't travel to that story. So it's so important what you're saying is to, I think it brings us to this question, why we are not winning any Oscars at all. What have you to say? You are a member of the Academy. Aren't you hungry that we need to make a film in India that needs to be in that platform of Oscar?
Well, that's a whole new discussion which we'll have another.
I understand. But I'm just saying, even in documentary space, I'm just saying, short film today, because the short film is also very well recognized in the Oscars. So, I would say that in this process, I want to share about our latest
we
film.
did one documentary last year, I think. Yeah, I was there with the whole team at the back.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that film. So among these 10 short films that you do see most of them, is there anything special that said you felt really touched a chord with you, which you can recall?
Yes, I love the whole Kerala, when the bride and bridegroom, they are sent to the forest to discover, and that's pretty fascinating, that one. And many of those, definitely more than 10.
Yeah.
They start
actually you are privy to more films, so you are telling about a film which has not been released, but
oh, it's not released.
But you remember the film in Punjab was very special for you. I remember that. When these young classical musicians.
Yeah, I think that it's amazing to see musicians, nurturing in a place where they're just doing it for the sake of music, for the sake of spirituality. They're learning, they're excelling, not to get likes or not to come into a talent show or anything, just for the sake of music. And I think that's something which I'm learning to. After a while, you think that I'll do this, but I'm super commercial. But my heart is always into artistic and more deeper music.
In this process, we went actually. We found a story of a 123-year-old man. And first of all, this whole concept of a 123-year-old man is he 123? Not. It's unbelievable. But in spirit, he's truly 123, or he's just 23, I would say, in spirit. So let me just, and he claims and he presents himself as the happiest man alive, and that is so fascinating. And today, nobody is trying to say I'm happy. But the man proclaims to say that I'm the happiest man.
I think it's a good thing to learn from. I saw that film. I forgot. Because we're going to speak to him, I didn't mention that. There is a big saying, Sufi saying. It says that don't meddle into things which doesn't concern you. Right now, everything which doesn't concern us also comes into our face, and we are forced to comment on things. So, is our mind that big enough to take all these things, negative things or positive things or anything? I think as artists, we need constant inspiration. We need reason, beauty to live and to get inspired. And that era is going. There is, and it needs to be compensated. If something negative comes, we compensate it with beautiful things, beautiful deeds of humanity, beautiful art, beautiful songs, beautiful poetry, beautiful movies. And so the ratio is becoming less beautiful things and more gross things coming in. And so what happens is, in a way, we are all connected through souls, and we get affected. We get into depression. We feel like the whole world is doomed. We feel that the whole world is not worthy living. So it's interesting to ask, what does it take to live that long? Even though I have no intention of living that long, but it gets boring.
We will ask him.
Yeah.
But you know what? Before that, let me just play a clip so that we recollect what the story is all about, and then we'll go and find him in Varanasi. Just let's play the clip, and see.
How old are you? I am 1, 2, 3.
Dum da dum dum, dum da dum.
Can you see his agility? And what is interesting about him is last year, Raymond, we went to film Kumbh Mela, okay, and there are about 1 million people in the Kumbh Mela, and we found this shining light, and then I said we gotta make a story on him. So we went back with him to Varanasi and spent 4 days and filmed with him. And what is so interesting is, basically, if you look at his life, he's from 1896 to now, and he's still going strong. And imagine, he's been through almost all the inventions. And we've seen from normal telephones to, we have come to pagers to mobile phones and internet. But imagine, he has seen the entire transformation of the world happening, India going through independence, and strangely he has been a part of the earlier pandemic that happened in 1917 to now. Gandhi came and went. So amazing, just because if you just look at him, he's probably like, he's history for us, just to see in front of us. And also he has traveled around the world, and you'd see his passport. I'm just going to show you his passport. Can we have a look at his passport, please? Okay.
1896.
Wow, that's amazing.
So he's never married, is it?
No.
He's never married.
No. And can you believe that?
Not too late though.
Well, there is always a way to move forward. But what is interesting, what is very heartening to know from him is that when he was 4 years old, on one day, both his parents, I think his father died in the morning at sunrise, and by sunset his mother was gone. And imagine what an impact it would have had and how he would have probably got groomed towards this. I don't know whether that had an influence, but that kind of, in those times, is very, very difficult to understand for us, you know.
Let's speak to him.
Yeah, let's go to him. Let's go to Varanasi. Okay, let's bring Swami. How are you?
I am physically fit, mentally alert.
It's amazing to see
No
you.
physical problem. I am very thankful to you for your kindness to meet you.
No,
I
you're
know,
so kind. Thanks for coming. And sorry,
From the very bottom of my
we had some
heart,
technical issues.
I invite you to come to Varanasi.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to meet you. I supposed to come in 2013, I think, when Anand Rai invited me. I couldn't go because I think I had to go back and forth from Hollywood. I was doing a couple of movies. But he's called me again, so I think I might join him very soon and come back.
I, from the very bottom of my heart, invite you to come to Varanasi.
Please, thank you.
I'll accept the invitation.
I can see you with my own eyes.
Yes.
Wow.
I am very eager to see you.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a great honor meeting you.
And this technology, see, Rahman, this technology makes us connect. It's so amazing for us, for him to experience this technology and connect with people and rest of the world. Swami ji, वाराणसी कैसे है अभी?
Varanasi is very nice. From spiritual point of view, very nice place. This is the residence of Lord Vishwanath. So I want to see you in Varanasi with my own eyes.
So have you met Bismillah Khan Sahib ji before? Because I met him, he came home in 2003 or 4. I met him, I spent a whole day with us here. So, the sound.
Wow.
Simply wonderful.
So beautiful. आपने बिस्मिल्लाह खान साहब से मिले हैं?
বিসমিল্লাহ কাছ থেকে দেখা করেছেন?
না, দেখা করি নাই।
No.
No. I have not nothing. I have not nothing. But I have heard his name. He's very famous figure.
How do you spend your day? What is your daily life like?
I get up from my bed at about 3 o'clock, then I take bath and I shall pray to God. Then I take physical exercise, yoga, at least for 15 minutes. yoga days, and I take my food oil-free diet. This is the root cause of my longest life in the world.
So what is this? What is it? Huh?
Till now, no disease, no desire, no depression, no tension, no hypertension.
Wow. So what is the secret to happiness?
Secret means, I think that the grace of Guruji is the root cause of my longest life.
Sorry?
Blessings of Guruji is essential in every moment of our life. I invite you to come to Varanasi.
Yes. Let the
lockdown finish and
let all settle down. And it will be fascinating.
You have called this time Kali Yuga. So, what is what do you think about this Yuga now? What we are facing?
নাও কি এখন ফেসিং করছেন একটা টাইম?
I am now in permanently stay in Varanasi because in old age I cannot now move. I cannot walk properly. I have hard of carrying.
Okay.
And
Then cannot work properly due to old age problem. What is your age now?
My age? Half your age. No, I'm 53.
nice, he's actually half.
I'm very happy to see you, to meet you.
So Bala, how old are you? Like 75, right?
I am 56, but I think I am in Hindi they say dil ka bachcha.
Dil ka bachcha.
Yeah. Young at heart, and so what is Rahman wanted to know what is the secret for happiness?
What is the secret for happiness? Happiness is a secret.
Happiness will come automatically when you will free from desire, desireless life. Desireless life is the happiest man in the world. No desire for any kind of
That
material.
I've not with this, it's a daily fight between desire and not, the separation of desire. So
No desire.
our work actually compels us to desire things, but our soul is actually separated from that, like
Very true. Very true.
thin line. That's fantastic. So we believe in the same thing.
And you have talked a lot about Guru. So, how important is Guru in life, Swami?
Guru is greater than God.
Wow.
Guru is greater than God. God might be able to give you certain things you want to the world. But if you ask God for liberation, God cannot grant you liberation. God has to take the form of the Guru to grant you liberation from the bondage of birth and death.
Wow.
Interesting.
Birth and death will continue until and unless you can enjoy the blessing of Guruji.
Who has been your Guru?
My Guru name Omkarananda Goswami, West Bengal.
Okay. Wow. How do you like music?
I like music with my heart and soul.
Wow.
You are a musician, so I respect, I love with my heart and soul.
Wow.
What did you say?
International figure in music world.
And how much time you spend on yoga?
15 minutes. 15 minutes. Pavan Muktasan, Sarpangasan, and Yoga Mudra, and freehand exercise. Total 50 minutes. Every day, morning, 5:30 a.m. in the morning. on empty stomach. Yoga is very essential to maintain good health. Everybody can enjoy disease-free life if he perform yoga every day. Do you perform yoga?
I do yoga. I've just started during this last 3 months and I am learning yoga. Rahman, do you do yoga?
I do the breathing exercise. I do the breathing exercise and we pray namaz. So, in a way, 5 times you're doing physical and spiritual exercise. But I'm very intrigued by
Yoga is
maybe
very
I learned from you. I'll come there and learn.
Yoga is actually.
So, Bala, the connection is bad.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
Baba, just teach us a breathing exercise. How to do breathing exercise?
Breathing is very good to purify our lungs and body is very important. Breathing exercise. Everybody should perform. But pollution, atmosphere is full of pollution.
Is Ganga clean now? Is the Ganga clean now?
এই সময় গঙ্গা সাফ আছে কি না?
Yes, now it's very clean.
Oh, yes. Now it's much more.
Yeah.
Hey, Bala, you should play my Ganga song to him.
Yes, we'll do that.
Alright, so
And-
I will meet you when I come to Banaras and you teach me yoga.
Okay. Thank you.
I got to go. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
দেখা করবে আপনার সঙ্গে যোগার জন্য।
Okay, one last thing.
I shall show you. I'm very happy.
Okay.
Swamiji, give us your blessings. Give blessings to the entire world. To Rahman, to me, everybody. Give us your blessings.
God will bless all people.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
pandemic, global pandemic will stop automatically in course of time. Global pandemic will stop automatically by the grace of Guruji.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
love you with my heart and soul.
Thank you.
And I offer my
Thank you.
humble devotion to your Kesati.
Thank you.
Love your smile.
Amazing. Okay. Rahman, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, last thing, he just says, don't be greedy. That's all he's saying,
Yeah.
right? To be at happiness. Thank you, Rahman. I think it was wonderful.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, see you soon. Thanks, sir.
All right.
Bye. And wow, it was what a journey of having a conversation with Rahman to tap into his, philosophical thinking, and genuinely, a person of so much of passion and love for arts, and something very special and something we I'm never able to forget this moment of a virtual connection with a 123-year-old Swami Sivananda, and the clarity with which he gives, and the smile and the happiness. Amazing. I think it's time for us to get some inspiration from him and be in good health and stay positive, and we will overcome all this. I think this energy, just see the radiance of our 123-year-old Swami. I think that gives us the happiness. And thank you, and hope to connect soon. And just one important thing I would say is subscribe to Virtual Bharat, to the YouTube channel, to Instagram, to Facebook. Share. I want you to go and look at this film and share this man's happiness. How he says, I'm the happiest man in the world. And a man who has traveled to almost 50 countries in the world. So do share, and we will be in touch, and look forward to one more session, finding a new story, finding a new gem, and some interesting conversations. And look forward to your feedback. Do comment, do write. I will look at it and we will respond, and we are all connected. Thank you. Love you.
Ketata kita tu.